Yo, what's up? It's Patrick from Guy in the Cube. In this video, I'm going to show you how to convert your Power BI desktop model to an Analysis Services Tabular model, what I like to call the grow up story. Stay tuned. Okay, converting Power BI desktop models to Analysis Services Tabular models. Can you do it? Can it be done? Is there a lot of manual steps? Actually, it's just a couple of clicks. You know how I am about Azure. It's all about learning click, 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 clicks, right? So why are you talking about it now? Well, we've been getting a lot of questions on it, right? People have been asking, hey, I got my model, I want to take it and I want to make it a tabular model. I've done all my work in the desktop. Can I take that desktop and promote it, right? Well, like I like to say, can I grow it up, right? Can a server host it? Of course you can. It's easy. It's a piece of cake. Now I'm going to show you how to do it in this video. So let's say you've created your model in the desktop. You spend all this time creating your pretty DAX expressions, your relationships. You've imported data from all these different sources and you want to grow it up. Maybe you need partitions. Maybe the model just hit the limit size on the license and the SKU of Power BI you're using. Maybe you want to use those little fancy KPIs, red, green, yellow, right? Maybe you want to do perspectives or translations. Who knows what you want to do, right? Or maybe you just want to avoid data silos. You know, remember the data silo video that I did a while back? Maybe you just want to avoid those. Doesn't matter the choice, regardless of why you're trying to do it, it can be done, and I'm about to show you. You guys know how I like to do that. What? Best way for me to show you is to what? Head over to my laptop. Okay. So I'm sitting in the Power BI desktop. I've designed my nice little fancy model. I haven't designed any reports. You know, no pages are in my report right now, just a blank page. But my model's there. It's curated, it's pristine, it's beautiful, right? It's pretty. And I want to convert it to a tabular model. So how do you do it? The first thing you need to do, you need an Azure subscription. So I'm going to open up my Azure portal here. And then what you want to do, click on Create Resource and type in Analysis Services. Choose Analysis Services, click Create. All about learning the clicks, remember. And then there's a form and you fill out all those details. Not going to do that in this video. If you want a good intro to Azure Analysis Services, come out to Atlanta on May 19th. I'll be doing a session at the SQL Saturday there, right? Full hour session on, okay? But for now, right, I've already created an instance. I'm going to go over to the existing instance here, click on it, and it's going to bring me to my overview page. On my overview page, there's an option for a web designer. Click open. Just click open. Just click open. When you click open, it's going to give you a list of all the servers that are available. Just give it a few seconds. Sometimes it pops right up. Sometimes it takes a second or two. You can see my 3 servers. 2 of them are paused. One's active. The one that's active, that's the one I want to use, right? So make sure you select that one. You can see all the models that are deployed there. Click add. We're going to give this a name. We're going to call it grow up 2. Right? And you see you can direct connect to, you can just connect to your Azure Analysis Services, your Azure Data Warehouse. But what's the last thing there? Yep, a Power BI desktop file. So I'm going to go ahead and click it, choose import, browse, and then go to the location where my PBIX file is stored and click open and then click import. Not going to do it again because I've already imported it. But once it's there, right? You land on a page that looks something like this, right? So you can see I get my data sources and I can start querying. This is just like, you know, the Tabular Model Explorer in Data Tools, right? Everything's there. And I can, you know, peruse it and do whatever I want to do. I can actually add measures and do stuff like that. But what if, right? So I can do some modeling things here in the web designer, but what if I want to pull it down to Visual Studio and use, you know, data tools to do some more development, like add my partitions and, you know, KPIs and perspectives and stuff like that, right? I want to put it in version control using Visual Studio. How do you do it? Yep, you got 2 choices and I'm going to show you both, right? So the first thing you could do is I have Visual Studio open first, and then I'm going to say File, New Project. And I'm going to choose import from server tabular. So your business intelligence, use Analysis Services and choose the very last option, click OK. So click OK, choose how you want to author your project. It's either going to be integrated workspace or a workspace server. Now, traditionally, right back in the day, you'd have to have an instance of Tabular model that you had access to install, right? But then they introduced the integrated workspace server or you can use your Azure AS, your instance of Azure AS. Completely up to you. Right now, I'm just gonna use integrated workspace, click OK. Then I'm gonna head back over to my portal, my server name. So I'm gonna copy that and then go back here, pop that in, click the drop down box. It's gonna require me to authenticate, right? It's just Windows authentication. Choose the database, grow up, and click OK. And what it's gonna do from that point is begin to extract that schema out of the Azure Analysis Services down in the data tools. That's the first way. The second way is, while this is happening in the background, you can go over to the portal and you can see grow up right here. There's so much going on. And you see the little ellipsis right there. You click it and you can choose Open in Visual Studio. There's some other options there, but right now we're gonna focus on Open in Visual Studio. You click it, you're gonna say, hey, let's download it. So I'm gonna choose File, Save As, and it'll download a zip file, okay? Once the zip file is downloaded, extract the contents of the zip file. When you extract the contents of the zip file, you won't see a solution, you'll only see a project, okay? Don't worry. It's easy to get that. Add it to your solution, go to Visual Studio, File, New Project, choose Other Projects here, and a blank solution, click OK, right? It's gonna do some stuff. Then all I need to do is right click and say Add Existing Project. Add Existing Project. I don't know what I was doing. I think I went blank for a second there. Browse to the location where you have where you downloaded and extracted the zip file, and you'll see your project right there. Click Open. Yep, sure. And then it's gonna add your project to this solution. And what we can do is I'll head back over to the other one, right, where I extracted it out, and you'll see here's my model, here's my tables, here's everything I need. If I want to get the data, I'll need to modify my data source here. I don't have Windows authentication. I think it defaults to Windows or something like that. If you right click on your data source and go edit permissions, and see right now it's Windows. I don't have Windows authentication set up on this particular instance of Azure SQL. I can choose database and put in my credentials, click save and process my model. I have one, like a cooking show, where I've, added credentials and everything and process, and here's all my data. I have it. I have the model. I've extracted it out, or I've downloaded it, and now I have my model in data tools. Now at this point, I can begin to change it, add partitions, and whatever I want to do, right? And then all I need to do at that point, if I want to deploy it, is right click on my project, go to properties. You can see that it has the Azure AS instance there, but if I wanted to go on premises, I put the server name for my on-premises tabular server and publish. And now you have the schema. You can host it in Azure AS, or you can host it on premises in your tabular model on premises. What? Is that crazy? Just a few clicks. What do you guys think? Have you done this? Have you taken a look at Azure AS? What are your thoughts on it? Post them in the comments below. If this is your first time visiting the Guy in the Cube channel, please be sure to subscribe. If you like my video, give me a big thumbs up. As always, from Adam and Patrick, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Power BI desktop models to act.